Yo, what's good, everybody? So, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time now, and this is the first time I'm actually doing it. Today is the 7/20/26, so we'll see where this goes. It's gonna be like some sort of documentation thing. Um, I wanted to hop on here and just rant, and I play games and I like to talk occasionally, so we're gonna do that. Um, I've been seeing a lot of those faceless ranting storytime channels, so I decided let's try it out. Um, which this could go. I could never upload a video again. I could completely pivot and do some other type of video, but I mean we're just gonna do it. I saw this video by C-Bum today actually, and he talked about how everyone lives their life like vicariously through other people, especially online. And he was like, "Do you want to do the thing you're watching, or you just want to continue to watch it and live through somebody else's life?" And I was like, dang, so many of us live through a screen nowadays. So that's not even the point of this video at all. What I wanted to talk about is work and fulfillment, which is such a topic of discussion right now. So, I mean, I'm 24. I work a job at I won't say where actually for now, but I'm in sales. It's a great job. I didn't go to college, and so I'm in sales. So like, sales is kind of like the generic route people take. I feel like if you haven't gone to college or something like that, it's a good job. I could make six figures potentially if I'm doing well. But sitting in the office is like such a wake up call of like, all right, what are we doing? Where are we going? I'm 24. I probably said it like three times, but my age, I'm old enough to where I wish I started sooner with certain things, but I'm also young enough to where there is nothing set in stone yet. Like I still have a window of opportunity to do something cool, whether it's YouTube, whether it's something random, whether it's a business, like it could be anything. Um, it's such a important part of your life. I feel like your 20s. Some people have everything figured out from the time they're like 18. They go to college for it, they get a degree, and they just crush it at whatever they're doing. But I feel like there's so many people. I'll say so many of us because I feel like, I mean, whoever watches this will probably be in my age group. I'm guessing. I don't know. Probably like the six people that see this. Um, yeah, it's such a key point in life. I feel like there's a lot of us that don't have any clue what's going on. And I fit into that category. And I feel like something that we are lacking is experience because we live our life through watching stuff instead of doing it. And we listen to like people's opinions and takes, and that, we barely have an opinion of our own because we're just living completely through social media, which social media is such a cool blessing, but it can become such a bad thing when you get your opinions from it, your views from it, your worldview from it, your basically your experience from it instead of actually doing it yourself. Working a pretty like big boy job, I'd call it, is really putting everything into perspective, as in like I could see myself working here for long term, or this could totally be a story of when I say like, oh dang, I remember when I worked that office job and now I'm doing this. Like it could go so great and so bad. Um, and so it's really making me think like, what path are we on here? And I think that's the one of the main points of this video is what path are we gonna take? Are you gonna play it safe, or are you going to, risk? Are you gonna be risky about what you do? And I think if anything, right now is the time to be risky and try things. So I mean, here is gonna be a little, almost like a digital diary of things I try. If I'm trying a new hobby, I want to document it here. Anything crazy happens, document it here. Anything good, anything bad, like this is gonna be. I do that a lot. I write stuff down. I take photos. I write down dates as like a remember when this happened, remember when that happened. Oh, something crazy happens. You're like, dang, that was already 2 years ago. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just document everything here. Since people do that nowadays, I guess this could be the only video I ever upload if I actually end up uploading this. or this could be a start of something crazy. I've always had a little, not little, I've always had a pretty big interest, I guess you could say passion too, in like being some sort of creative director of some sort. And there's a lot of ways you can be that. I feel like you can be a YouTuber's, I mean, a creative director if you're coming up with your own ideas and stuff. There's a director of movies, music, and I've always had a good idea of like putting stuff together, as in the right shot with the right song and the right video. So I kind of want to exercise that on this channel. Whether that's through gaming, whether that's through IRL stuff, like who knows? What if it becomes music related? What if it becomes movie related? What if it stays gaming? What if it becomes kind of like IRL stuff? Like who knows where this goes? But yeah, I want to exercise that passion here. So probably jumping around a lot. That's kind of how my brain works too. It's really hard to either hyperfixate on one thing hardcore, or we're going to be jumping around talking about a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, I think it's also a healthy habit. I think it's important to have healthy habits. So here's where I'll be exercising all that. As of now, I actually have a potential stomach ulcer, which we're battling right now. Most likely stress related and diet related. The doctor told me. So yeah, that kind of was a slap in the face. Like before, I mean, being the age I am, just a couple years ago, my body was like invincible no matter what you did to it, honestly, being young. And I still am obviously young, but this is the first time I've had like any sort of health issue, which obviously is just so much worse that could happen, but still affecting how I eat, affecting my sleep. Like it is something that has to be, um, it is something that requires attention and serious attention for sure. So that made me realize I need some sort of, that made me realize I gotta take some time to, de-stress and prioritize things I like and I like doing, which you gotta manage. You can work hard, but you also gotta dump time back into yourself, recharge yourself, give yourself some fuel, so you can then go out and work hard. It's a balance. Despite what hustle culture says on social media, social media promotes work, work, work until you die, pretty much, and sleep when you're dead. But I don't know. A year ago, I would have agreed, but right now, I mean, I really don't. I think us in the U.S. We have that mentality a lot, which isn't that great, I don't think. And I think people are kind of just realizing that as time goes on. It started off great, started off as a social media trend. We're humans created to sleep and eat and rest too. We're not robots. We're not AI function, or we're not AI. It works whenever we want it to. We gotta rest and recover. So yeah, this is me, kind of doing that resting and recovery. Honestly, talking about whatever I want to talk about while playing some games. This is my this is going to be an outlet for me, which is interesting, which will be cool. Hopefully, there's some sort of like small community that gets formed, so we can actually like talk and relate. I think that's actually sick. Who knows though? Who knows? I'll probably get like four views on this, and it's probably going to be me, and like my two friends and my girlfriend. So yeah, I'll probably be playing a bunch of different games. It's not going to be the same one every time. I mean, I'll leave my future self and anyone who watches with this. Failing is actually not real. Failing is actually not trying. A lot of people think failing is you doing something and it not working out. That's called learning. Failing is actually you not moving and you never trying in the first place. If you try it and it doesn't work out, you learn and grow. Or maybe it doesn't stick and you move on to the next passion, hobby thing that you want to work on. But, failing isn't a real thing. You can only fail if you never pick it up, if you never shoot your shot, and if you never actually go for it. All right, peace.